Eventually, the game will load. There we go. $30 FPS? Oh, it's horrible. I was in like 120 before. I like zoom in. It's like how much you zoom in. I wonder. If I can improve the performance of the game. I'm not sure how much it is the graphic limitation versus CPU. Once I reduce that. No, it's not my graphics card then. Yeah, it's the yeah. So it's not the graphics settings. That's what I thought, but I wanted to. There's gonna be stuff here. Simulation. I don't know how many cores this processor has. Isn't it like 16? Yeah, 16. I wonder if saying 16 will make a difference. Nope. Turning this on is super laggy. I wonder if that's what's making the game take so long when it loads. And also when I was like putting out like tons and tons of belts, that like made the game like crash. Yeah, this is basically taking the entire time it takes to load the game. This is the shape previews. Interesting. Oh yeah, look at this. There we go. Look at my usage. Shapes isn't even that intense on my computer. It's only using like 10% of my CPU and 10% my GPU. It is really RAM intense though. It's using 8 gigs of RAM. That's the thing that it's... Wait, why did it freeze when I just clicked on settings? Sorry, I'm able saving. Hmm. Smooth animation, lower values has fewer steps and cost of visual continuity. Seeing if anything affects this number. Well, threads definitely makes a difference. It's not a huge difference, actually, shockingly. I mean, this should only affect when there's, like, updates, so... Hmm. Yeah, there's making, like, no difference to the FPS. And you can tell it's having an effect because... Like, this is still, like, rendering in the background, right? No, I might as well leave it at the max because it's clearly not graphics card limited. Huh. Did you get like more in-game music? If you own Shapes 1, you get Shapes 1 music. That's cool. That's a cool, like, I don't know, I'm sure there's people who aren't a fan of basically making the music DLC, but like, you have like an hour of soundtrack that loops and like just getting 2 hours of soundtrack. Can't really complain. I thought I changed this to 15 minutes. That apparently did not save. What does dark mode do? Oh, I see the platforms are dark. That makes actually a really minor difference. I mean, sure, whatever. I don't think that really matters very much. I think the belts are also darker. It's the bottom belts. The higher belts are still pretty bright. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Interesting. I don't really know what to make of that, but interesting. Okay. I mean, it makes these belts stand out much more. Because before it was like white against white, now it's white against black. And this might need me a tweak up, but okay. We looked at it briefly, but let's kind of actually get the numbers now. Okay. So need... Okay. Shape 1 is blue crystal, 1. And green crystal. One. Technically, this is half. Because you can make 2 of these at once. And then the second one, shape 2, is 2 white crystals and 2 magenta crystals. And then we multiply these numbers by 3. So it's going to be 1.5 blue crystal, 1.5 green crystal, and 6 white crystal, and 6 magenta crystal. Kind of unfortunate that these are by 3. I don't actually have 8, and I only have 6. But whatever, that's fine. Okay, and I'll walk away with 9 lanes. So for the second one, shape 1 requires, well, I guess I'll add shape 0. So shape 0 was 2 gold. Aquamarine. Shape 0 is 0.5 aqua and 0.5 circle. Shape 1 is, let's see what we got here. With 2 circles, 0.5 square, and 1 magenta crystal. And these are floating. Oh, it's not even a pin, it's just floating. Okay. In shape 2 and shape 3, it is, I guess it's only half of each, right? So 0.5 yellow crystal, 0.5 red crystal, 0.5 magenta crystal, and 1 white crystal, and 1 wedge. So we can run, what, 18 lanes of this? Ugh. Wait, I thought I was going the other way around. Yeah, because this brings you 9. And then it doubles, it's 18, yeah. And then it's 8, okay. This becomes 9 lanes of this. Okay, 18. So, 9 aqua, 9 circle, plus another 2 circle, 2 times 36. And then 9 square, and then 18 magenta crystal. And 18 yellow crystal. And 18 red crystal. And 18 magenta crystal. And then 36 white crystal. 36 wedge. Let me simplify this. 36. This becomes 45. Yeah, holy crap. I don't know how I feel about that. I might not do this recipe. And so here's my thought process. This shape is really easy. Circles, spikes, and square, like, these are very easy shapes to make. It requires white, obviously, but this requires a lot of white. This one is fair in my mind. This is like a fair recipe. It's a lot of ink, but it's no shapes. So that's like kind of interesting. But it's also like a reasonable amount. It's actually not like an absolutely bonkers amount. Like six whites and 6 magentas is not actually like a tall order. This one is different. And like one of the problems I have is that it's going to be producing so much amethyst. I mean, I still kind of do this just for the sake of doing the cool thing. But like circle, square, wedge, and this is circle, square, star. It's, I guess this has cyan. This actually has no cyan in it, which is neat, I guess. I don't know. And this is almost entirely ink. I think if this shape didn't exist, I'd be a little more interested. It's obviously an absolute bonkers amount of ink needed. But it's like a ton of ink, and then also still requires like 45 belts of circle. Because this has 2 circles in it. It's also just like a way more this like shape is already like way more complicated than either of these, like in terms of like the amount of resources. Like this is 4 layer resources, and this is 2, and this is 3 layers. Like the amount of resources needed, like this is already like these 2 here is already like more expensive than this. Yeah, so what's the alternative here? The alternative is shape 0 is, so shape 1 is 1 circle and one, or so I guess 0.5 square and 1.5 circle. And shape 2, I mean, I'm already making this, but shape 2 is 2 circle and 1 star. And we multiply that by 9. So you need 13.5 circle plus 4.5 square plus 18 circle and 9 star. There's like 32 circles compared to the other one that was 45 circles. 4.5 squares because the other one was 9 squares and 9 stars. The other part's a little tricky here, just the amount of ink. It says 1, 2, 3 things need to be painted. So 3 times 9. $27 whites lanes, which I guess if you divide by 12, 6, it's 4 versus 24. Yes, divide by 6. So that's 4.5 pipes of white. For just the normal recipe. And then the other one is substantially more. Like just white is 36 divided by 3. That's 12 belts of white. Yeah, it's like 3 times as much white. Yeah, so I think really my takeaway here is I'm really unimpressed with this recipe. This one is interesting. I like, wouldn't mind experimenting with this one. This one I just think it's just too expensive. Like the cost of this recipe is, you need 2 of these. It's just like absurdly high amounts of ink, because these all have to be painted separately. These are also like, both these are secondary colors, which is mean. Okay. So yeah, let's do this one, and let's stick to the basic recipe for amethyst. And then, you know, diamond is, these are as is. But let's start with this one. Ratios are kind of weird because you need like 1.5 lanes. Why is it 1.5 lanes? Is that right? Yeah, because we're doing this 3 times. Yeah. Okay, so blue, green, white, and magenta. So let's go and collect oil, paint. And it's like over 3. So we need like a lot of each of them. White is going to be the most restrictive, but I also need 2 belts of magenta. There's like no green in this entire like arc. There's like 1. One spot has like a good mix of colors. White, red, blue. Okay, so this spot seems like it has at least here, has a nice like chunk of colors. Every 4 is going to be like about, or every like 2 is like a belt, let's just say. I think it quite works out that way. It's like, let's go further out. Maybe there's like more colors. Well, if you have a pair of 3, that's basically 2 belts of white already, right? Yeah, I think we can use this spot and it'll be fine. Alright, what I want to do here is probably make some new blueprints. So what I want to do is this and this. And then just put a pipe like this. And then we're going to take this. And then... Can I like put this on a bigger paint patch? Okay. Big paint. I want to probably make do I want to make a train station blueprint? Do I even care? I'm not sure I do. So the idea is you can put this here and here and yeah, this is a much more efficient coverage. So these are all like full belt. I should copy some of these common mixers. So this one here is... Actually, what I should do is not use that one. I should use the newer one. What I made here. Mix white paint. And then I probably want to make a smaller one, which I have somewhere, I think. Might as well make this a blueprint. Let's crystallize. Save. Crystallize. I think I already have a crystallized blueprint. Definitely need a lot of these ones. And yeah, I need paint mixing, which I thought I did somewhat recently. Like small paint mixing. Maybe this one? So it's 24 long. And this one is 12 long, but it's more compact. Copy. Mix paint secondary. Yeah, I'll leave it here. It's fine. Okay. Okay, that's our white paint. Now I also need to make magenta. I need magenta, blue, and green. Magenta. So like kinda just close enough to be like okay. I mean, they're all like far enough from each other. Take magenta, a blue and a green, or maybe this green. I mean, they are separate shapes, so maybe I can just do blue and green and make a shape here. And then I need magenta and white. Yeah, let's just do that. So I need mine, big paint, blue and green. And let's see, mine. I don't care about the shape. But this is the one that's here. We actually don't need a lot of it, so maybe I'll just use this one. It's 1.5, so we need 3 lanes. I guess I can turn this into 6 lanes or whatever. Whatever, I'll just use the, yeah, whatever, 6 lanes. The annoying thing about doing it this way is that you need to like remove a piece. But we actually need to double. We need, because they need to be stacked too tall. Yeah. So So let's just do three lanes. Okay, so what we need to do is put split diagonal. Yep. And then I want to use top left, bottom right. So I'm going to use this one. Then rotates. And then stack. Stacked shape, and then we need to crystallize. Oh, actually, I do need to double this, don't I? So I have to put this shape on top of itself. It's weird because I can't reuse them because I'm gonna get like a 4 stack thing that I need to like split up. Oh, but I only need 1.5 crystal and then 1.5 blue, 1.5 green. So I actually am fine with this amount, yeah. It is a bit weird though. Of having only half a lane or whatever. I might just make them full lanes because I think it makes things easier. I'm just gonna make it simpler. It doesn't affect like any of the numbers. So you have 2 crystallizes, and then you have to stack. And then you crystallize again. And then you need to split diagonal. I'm not sure which one is correct, but one gets trashed. And then the other ones like combine. And then these ones need to be split again. I only have one split diagonal. I don't have just split? Really? Yeah, split is just this. I'm shocked I don't have that. It's literally just split. Okay. Split, what's it called? This splits vertical? Okay. So split vertical. And then I need to rotate half of these. So it doesn't quite like fit in the space, but what we'll do is we'll just do this. So something's going to be backwards, but that's fine. Alright, and now we need to get the paints. Which are here and here, which are, again, not far. We want to do the lower layer first. Which is blue, I think, right? Yeah, blue first. Definitely grabbing the wrong side of this. Okay, so my splitter here is garbage. I need to just watch it, which will take a while because of the belt delay. I'm gonna like wait for this whole thing to flow through because something wrong with my splitter, bagel splitter. I think I'm just merging lanes incorrectly. And like I just need to Oh, can I just, maybe what I can do here is zoom in here. If I like, yeah. Maybe I don't need to wait for this whole thing to go through. Yeah, I can just see what it's outputting. Yeah, so we can just put rotates here and then just merge them. Well, no, really the two halves should be split, right? Yeah, so we have This is the... Well, it's upside down. So this is the left side and this is the right side. So this should... I mean, this should probably still be the one that continues. Yeah. Don't like that. Just plenty of room for these to jump across. It should be split vertical. Wait. Oh, was I supposed to flip this one? There we go. Okay, there's our lanes. That resource. Then we need to make a whole bunch of white. Wait, no, I am making a bunch of white. Okay. Right here. I can use this thing, I guess. I just need any shape. That's 4. Mine. Can't like quite make. Okay, whatever. Okay. This is a little far, but it's in the same section, so like a pipe of this length is basically the same price as putting a train up, so just make it as is. So we're going to use crystallize, which is under basic for some reason. Wait, it's 6 belts? No, it's only 3 belts. Whatever. Yeah, it looks like 3 belts. And you need a pin push. Okay, and what is the order here? Because it goes from top to bottom. So it's magenta first. We're not making magenta, but I can still route the white. Okay. Guess magenta will train because if we're getting it from like here or whatever, it's like. Being really lazy right now by not putting trains. Wait, I need 2 belts, right? This produces only 1, so I just need to copy paste it. Cool. How expensive was all this? 2,000? It's not cheap. I do need to wait for this though. We really bring this down to here. I guess. Maybe just like right. Maybe right here or whatever. So I want 3 of those and 3 of these. Yeah. Okay, that looks correct. I think I'm just gonna put a trash here. I don't know if that's necessary, but okay. Huh? What? Why is someone flipped? What? It's totally broken again. I like fixed it and then I pasted something that was broken. Alright, well, give me a second. So that's the wrong side. Alright. What? Why is this still flippy flappy? But this is not the blueprint I just made. What? It like got reverted. I must have pasted something incorrectly because it split vertical. This is not. This is not the thing I made. What? I copied the wrong thing after fixing it? Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, cause this is not what I made. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Actually. Okay. Copy B. Split. Wait, what? What? Where's all the work I just did? Oh, I only did it. Oh, I only did it for the bottom layer. Dumb. That must be what I did wrong. I think I forgot to do that. Copy B. Okay. I'm gonna leave that over here for now because Oh, I've been muted. Fuck. That keeps happening. Yeah, so there's not enough magenta paint. I don't know why I would need another one, but I'm just gonna add another card just in case. This is also just broken. Still greens. Haven't gotten the new stuff yet. Did I change that like a while ago? It's definitely cyan. That's so green. That's still green. What the hell? That's still green. How is this still green? Is this buffer just like really fucking big? Isn't it still green? That's still definitely green, right? Maybe not. Maybe that's right. I mean, there shouldn't be any green. There's no cyan? Why is this empty? That's like way more empty than it should be. Whatever, I'll just add a train. It's fine. Like, this looks green, right? Not cyan? How is there still no cyan? I'm so confused. The delay should not be this long. My frame rate's pretty low, even when I'm zoomed in. This still looks green compared to this color. Yeah, they're definitely. This is definitely more green. I don't get it. But like when I go up here, like the train delay just isn't that long. This is not, yeah, this is cyan. This is not green. It's definitely cyan. This train's full of cyan. This is not running. What? Why are you not running? That's like dead. That's foolish. That's dead. That's foolish. Why? This is basically full and this is basically full. So it's just not enough cyans coming in. Hello? Excuse me? I have 4 trains now. I don't understand that. They're all like leaving at the same time. This thing is very full. I don't know why I would need more train. This is such a short run. Should have no problems. Maybe because it's so short of a distance, it needs extra train. That doesn't sound right. I guess the idea is like you can't send your train and pick up one thing and then carry a thing back. But like, who cares? These trains are just so close together. Oh, do you know why they must be so close? I think fluids must drain and fill way faster. But what I don't understand is that, like, this is not the first time I've done fluid trains, and this isn't like a problem anywhere else. Like here they're backed up. Yeah, I guess I just don't know what's reasonable. I usually look at the distance between the trains. And this distance is like wildly shorter than a normal train. Like if you look at these trains, the distance between this train and this train is huge. Right? These trains are like 2 major sectors apart. These trains are about 3.5 major sectors apart. And then these trains are like a third of a major sector. It's like 9 or 10 times more frequent. I don't know, I guess I assumed that these packages for fluids was bigger to compensate. Yeah, they are. See, 360 versus 3600. That doesn't really help me. This says it takes 1 to satisfy 1. Platform per full space belt. You know, I'm realizing now that that's not... 3600 is only half. Well, that number is a little less meaningful, but God, this is finally backing up. There's like another problem I've had with these things, which is, can you stop? There you go. Well, this is actually backed up, so you can't see it anymore. Finally. I just added a million trains until it worked. But here, maybe it's like kind of related issue. So here we have trains coming in. This is all like continuous. There's trains constantly backed up, ready to fill in. This like never empties, right? It's just constantly going, right? Always constantly going. But you look at this, there's a small blip where it goes empty. Like when this moves to the next slot, it's off for a tiny bit. And if you look at the belts, well, not these ones. Well, these aren't running in full speed anymore. But when they do, there's a gap. There's like there's a gap here when this happens. And if you compare it to like normal trains, like belt trains or whatever, just gonna find like a good example. Why are these like all at the... Oh, this thing must be backed up, so it's not stopping. Anyways, I don't think it happens for the solid trains. I think it only happens for the fluid train stops. Yeah, it's all backed up. I guess this is pretty rare that I actually depend on there being a full belt. Huh? Huh? Well, this is just a rendering bug, right? Oh, no, it's here. Sorry. It's not this part, it's this part. Right. I guess it doesn't show up here either, apparently. Anyways, if you watch these... God, everything's fucking backed up. I can't watch anything. I will find one. Why is this backed up anyways? It's not supposed to. That's like a separate problem, right? What is going on here? This is empty. This is empty. Is it because this fluid is empty? And this fluid's empty. Ah, it was broken when I sent this train through. Awesome. This whole time, I was like, man, these things really should be working. Well, it's kind of weird because, like, if you build a train line, if it goes through buildings, it says C press shift. It's giving you a warning saying it won't build. But when it builds through like belts and shit, it doesn't give you that warning. It only gives you that warning when you're going through like buildings. I guess like one it considers like more dangerous than the belt stuff, but honestly they're both kind of dangerous. It's really annoying because it'll try to jump over belts, right? It's like, oh, you shouldn't be overriding belts. But if you like get the situation where it gives you the yellow warnings, like, hey, we're overriding stuff. That's what the yellow means. It doesn't give you that warning. It only gives you the warning. Oh, I guess this is red level. Okay, that's why. Anyways, it's a little. I wish yellow gave you a warning, like that was like noticeable, like at your cursor, because these guys you're like dragging like 1,000 miles away, and like where your hand is, it would be great if it had like what the warning was. They're like slowly turning on. I don't know why one of these is full and the rest of them are not full. That's odd to me. Like I would have expected the left side to be full of anything because it takes first. This takes last. A little suspicious. I mean, there's not a ton on this line. It's just, why would this line have more? It's weird. Don't worry, magenta. Eventually you'll start running. Mostly full. Looking relatively full now. It's still very much not full because it still needs to wait for this one. Yeah, so this is not full yet either. Have to be patient, I guess. I want to see the magenta not working. Because based off how that cyan was behaving, there's no way this magenta works. It's not that much longer. Oh, see, now there's like a huge backup on the cyan. But it's because the trains like aren't running anymore and this is backing up. Man, I have to wait so long for everything to fix itself. Is this finally working? Yes, thank God. Took way too long. Wait, one of them's not working. Oh, that's why that one's not running. But why? Oh, well, that makes sense now, why that one line is full. It was indeed, something was broken. What is this train? Oh, yeah. That train goes to this. Which I'm not really running into anything. I'm not continuously spending diamonds. This bug still makes me laugh every time I see it. I know it's like I wouldn't have expected it to have been fixed between now and like an hour ago, and it's not like I reported it anywhere. It's just put it. I don't know. It's just really weird oversight. Okay. Well, I think things are going to kind of eventually start working, so I can probably just look away from this for a bit. Whole cyan versus green thing still kind of pissed me off, but it's okay. Is magenta running now? It's not like 100%. And is that just because it's not being produced at 100% yet? Oh, it's sure not. Wow, it's so sparse still. It's like so sparse, I'm like, is it broken? It's definitely broken. Why? Wait, no, it's full here. Okay, never mind. It's fine here. It's full right here. And now it's not full. The white paint is backed up. Okay, this material. Come on. Is this not full? Maybe it's not. I mean, if it's not full, it's like missing a very small amount. Why is this so incomplete here? Like, it looks pretty full here. Maybe it's got a few holes in it, but it's like 90% full, right? Is it just belt lag and I just caught it? Maybe I like just caught the belt lag. Like, you can see tons of holes in this. This is full-ish. This is pretty solid. This has like basically solid. And these last have lots of holes in it. Somehow this view is like the best view. So you're looking on the upper layer on the lower thing. I think it is improving though. Okay, the factory with the holes do. Wait, which this factory? This is crystals. Let's go 1x3. Are you asking like how do crystals work? Like I don't know how familiar you are with the game. Why is this still not running fully though? It feels like it's only running at 50%. Did I really mess up these numbers? Well, this is definitely not running fully. It's not even close, it's super backed up. Or maybe it is running fully? No, it's running basically full. But the fluid is not. It's like 50%. I think I messed up paint numbers. And I don't know how. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you can help me with this because yeah, I assumed you were really familiar based on like the discussions we had like last few streams. Just cut one side. Yo, Angel. Rotate each and cut again. Hexagons, you have to cut, rotate, cut again, and rotate and cut again. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say that like a big difference between in this playthrough versus the way I played before with Classic was that I found almost always it's not worth making like single tile like things unless you like really have to do it. Like if you need like a single tile of like a shape or whatever, it's so much easier to just have a whole shape and then just do a swap twice with other shapes. I don't know. I'm needing it unsupported parts off a cut in manual. No, that's possibly true. Yeah, there mean definitely some specific things. Like the normal stuff is, I mean, maybe if I get to the make anything thing. Anyways, I'm very confused by throughput of pipes. Okay, let me look at this number because I don't understand. This says it takes 600. And I have 6 times 4 times 3. Well, I guess divide by 12. So it's per belt. So per belt, it's 3,600 for each of these. And I have 12 of these machines. So that's 43,200, right? And a belt says it's 43,200. So these 4 like factories should 100% consume like the pipe, right? And then I look at the outputs and they're like, this is running, this is technically backed up. Okay, that one's not running. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe this is just backed up. Such weird is backed up on like one side. It's like fully backed up. None of the trains are picking up because what? They're all full already? Those are 12x crystallizers? I guess. I mean, depending on like, this is fully crystallizing for like 12 belts. Yeah. Yeah, 12 belts in, 12 belts out. And it's consuming twice as much fluid as solids, the way I was thinking about it. And normally it's a 4:24 ratio. So now it's just a 4:12. So it's which is just 3. Yeah, you need 12 of these to fully consume a pipe. Yeah, that's what I have here. Okay, we're in agreement. Like that aligns. I think this just wasn't. I don't know. Every time I've looked at these things, they like never are like fully running, and I'm always like confused. So nothing's picking up because they're not dropping off? Is that what's going on here? Okay, and they're not dropping off because this isn't like, nothing's happening here. Okay. It's probably just lacking the usual suspects. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, Angel, if you want to like throw cards or whatever, I can switch over to that. This shape was easy in quotes, but I ran into all these problems because, one, I can't tell the difference between green and cyan because I guess I'm colorblind, like, but actually, and then also, and so that was annoying. And then I'm having like all sorts of weird throughput problems with the pipes, and I have trouble like really diagnosing it. It's a little tricky because now I'm like second guessing how to do this stuff. Like, this is backed up so hard now. There's RGB colorblind. I should try that. I usually don't use the colorblind settings in games because I find that they're pretty bad. What would be the good way to see this? Oh, what have you done? You drew all over my pretty shapes. Oh, I see. That's interesting. They have dots and stripes and two stripes, and they're just like 2. That's cool. I think they've kind of fucked up because 2 of the patterns are just straight lines. Like, how am I supposed to tell the difference between this primary color and this primary color? That seems bad. It really should be a different kind of pattern. Conceptually, cool idea. I don't like that. You know, like line, dot, and maybe circle or something. The other problem is that, like, while that looks cool when you're all zoomed in like this, which is definitely helpful, when I'm looking at things from afar like this, I can't really see that still. The pattern is, like, unreadable. And these like circles disappear right when I'm about to zoom in. The only way I'm able to zoom in to actually see them is I zoom in on the train station. It's the orientation's different. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan just because you can rotate the camera kind of arbitrarily. And like, I guess you're supposed to use this to see the, like, oh, does a line north south? And then you're like, well, you're rotated, so now it's east west. And it's like, Anyways, I wish I chose patterns that were rotationally invariant or whatever. Like if I rotate this shape around, you could still tell what the colors were. That's all. Maybe they couldn't get like circles looking good, but I don't know. And yeah, when you're zoomed out, you like can't see them like really at all. Anyways, we made small progress. The next step, I don't know. I waffled about it for a while. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't do it. God, saving takes forever. The alternate recipe for the next one is pretty bad. This alternate recipe here, no, not that one. This one. This is just so expensive. Like most of these, it's like this is basically actually cheaper than this is, and so this is actually better because you're using less of these resources also. But this one is like really, really expensive compared to this. And also because this requires half as much of the aquamarine, I need to double the amount of production for this one, which is cool. You're getting more of this, I guess, but like, bro, that sounds horrible. I think I did the math and it's like you need like over 200 total lanes of like raw ingredients to run this recipe, which is absurd. Because then I also need that will then cascade to like the next thing too. Like I need a ton of resources for this. Like I don't know. So I'm probably gonna stick to the basic recipe, which makes me sad because these recipes like look interesting. I just don't. Like the crystals are fun. They're interesting, but yeah, I was looking at this one earlier. You would like make this half and you would make this half and then you would like swap them together or whatever, essentially. Just like neat. But because of that, it means you have to paint this like a million times. Yeah, I mean that doesn't matter. Like if you imagine just making just the left side and then having some just filler or whatever you want shape here, you would like filler, paint, well, you'd put this shape, but whatever. You filler, paint, and then raise, filler, paint, raise, filler, paint, raise kind of thing. And then on this side, you do the same thing, but the last step is like when you rise it up to paint it, you just don't paint. You just leave it, you're done. So like, I don't know. Maybe there's like another like technique to make this thing, but this seems pretty straightforward. It's just annoying because it means you need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 minimum, but realistically you might need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crystallized steps, which is so much. Like that just requires so much right here, and these ones are white on top of it. It's just ludicrously expensive. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not a huge fan of how expensive, like this the amount of resources this requires. So I probably just gonna stick to this. I think it just orders of magnitude cheaper. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Anyways. I like saved like really recently, so whatever. Where's... It's under docs.